good, everybody?
Jojo
And Teeter here.
and today we're gonna do something different. You think, oh, we're gonna be playing Lego Indiana Jones for today? Nope, we ain't playing Lego Indiana Jones. We're gonna do something different. We're gonna do a tier list, and it's not gonna be what you guys expect. It's gonna be music, more music related. We're gonna look at my favorite artists' albums, and then we're gonna look at Teacher's favorite artist, but not his albums, his singles, which are the most recognized songs and stuff like that. Maybe we'll look at a third artist. I still don't know how this is gonna work, but yeah. Enough from me and from Teacher. Oh, Teacher hasn't even said anything. Teacher, you want to say something to the audience? Spotlight.
Yeah, you know, I'm back again. You know, you're gonna be seeing a lot more of me. So yeah, get used to it.
Especially since we got Bros Plays.
Yeah.
Bro Plays.
Yeah.
Bros Play. Bros Play.
Bros Play. Yeah.
I was like Bros Plays. No, Bros Play. So yeah, if you guys haven't already, like and subscribe, and let's do this thing. So we're gonna start with my favorite artists at the time right now, which is Tears for Fears. I haven't heard that many like from their solo career, but I've heard Roland's album, and Kurt's first single album. Let me stop talking and let's just get it.
All right, let's do this.
First album. All right. This is probably I don't know what people might think of this.
Underrated.
Underrated. I would say underrated.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is this good? I'm trying to find the scroller thing and it's not here.
You just scroll with the mouse.
Yeah, I'll scroll with the mouse. So, unpopular consensus. People don't even know that this album exists. Some people. So, I'm giving it an S. I like this album a lot. I like every single song. There's not one song where I'm like, skip. Every single song is good.
Yeah.
The album starts with the song called Ticket to the World, which is pretty rock heavy, pretty beat reliant, really groovy. I like that. And then we get into Low Life is the next one, which is I think the single for this album, which is pretty good also as well. And my favorite song from the album. Let's do that. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you guys the album.
And then we're gonna do a favorite song.
Then,
yeah, because if you start talking about every single,
if we start talking about every single song, we're gonna be here all day.
We're gonna be here like a long time.
Let me give you a little background information on this album. This album released September 11th, 2001 in the U.S. So it didn't receive that much praise or anything because you guys already know what happened September 11th.
Let's not say it.
Let's not even talk about that. But you know, this album didn't get the recognition it deserves, and it's not even on Spotify anymore. I had to download it from YouTube.
It's not even on Spotify, like at all, like period. Like it was.
It is on Spotify. It's just not playable. You can't play it.
Oh, so it was on Spotify before.
It probably was on Spotify before.
I don't know.
I don't know. But underrated album, and my favorite song from the album probably has to be either For the Love of Cain or what's the song for it?
Bullets for Brains.
Bullets for Brains. And I'm the fan. Teacher knows the song.
You have to edit that out.
Next album. Next album is Everybody Loves a Happy Ending, and that album was conceived after this one. After this one was done, they immediately started working on that, and is when they got back together. This is the reunion album, basically, of the two bros.
Yeah, because we're gonna get to the breakup when
we're gonna get to the breakup. Yeah, when we get to Seeds of Love. But Everybody Loves a Happy Ending. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a C tier. It's like a C tier. I don't know, Teacher, if you agree with me.
I don't know. I feel like it's more of like a B tier. Like it's like
it's
a B
tier.
For me, it's a B tier. But what
I'm gonna put it up because I had the word in the first one, so maybe you can.
Yeah.
You put it up. So, like, I think that this album is pretty good. I like it, but it's not the same as the other albums. I don't know, like the hype is not, as high as the other songs.
Yeah, I think you could agree with me that this is kind of like a Beatle-esque album. Like, the way
Yeah, it's Beatle-esque. It's Beatle-esque, especially for me. The song that sounds the most like the Beatles is "Call Me Mellow." There's a song that's called "Call Me Mellow." It sounds very '60s, very psychedelic-ish. So, I gotta say my favorite song from the album. My favorite song from the album, actually, not even my favorite song. We gotta talk about when this album came out. This album came out in 2004. I don't know the specific date. As I know the other one, because the other one is in the significant.
The album's as old as you.
Yep, the album is as old as me, guys. The album is as old as me. It came out in 2004, and it was they had finished the album like a couple years before. Excuse me, before, but they were looking for like a record label to release it on, and nobody wanted to represent them, I guess. So then they finally found somebody, and then they were able to take the album out. My favorite song from the album, "Closest Thing to Heaven."
Yours is Closest Thing to Heaven.
Yeah.
Mine's is Secret World.
Secret World. Okay. Wait, hold on. We didn't say yours for the first
Love of Cain.
For you, Love of
Yeah.
Cain. For me, it was between Love of Cain and Bullets for Brains. Like it was one of those two. Yeah. Okay. Let's quick fire these because I never heard none of these.
Yeah, let's just put them in the haven't heard.
Haven't heard. We haven't heard. This is Kurt's solo album for I don't know what the album is called. It's so small I can't even see. I think it's Halfway Pleased. Halfway Pleased. This was released after this because bro was already working on this and he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna release it. So then he released this album after this. I've never heard this either. I haven't heard Graduate, surprisingly. I haven't heard Graduate. Graduate was like their first outing and stuff like that. This is where we're getting to the meaty parts of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to talk about the next album. Alright. The Hurting. For me, this is the most Tears for Fears sounding album. Like, whatever they were trying to do, they did it in this album. In the other albums, they weren't able to, do it because their sound evolved. And stuff like that. But, like, what they were actually going out to do was The Hurting. That's their sound.
Yeah.
When did this come out?
Or was their sound?
Well, yeah, was their sound. Well, they're still making music.
Yeah.
So it's not, What do you think? When was this released?
This was 83. This is
83. They have a couple good songs in there. They have Mad World, which was their hit. That's like their most recognizable song.
Actually,
besides,
no.
Besides Everyone Wants to Rule the World.
Which we're going to talk about.
Which we're going to talk about in the next album. But The Hurting was more Mad World, Pale Shelter, Change. We had Change. And we have a whole bunch of other songs, which I like all of them. I like every single one of them, especially The Prisoner. I don't know. The Prisoner is the most the most trash song you can ever think of when you're listening to like music that you're trying to enjoy. Yeah. But for me, I'm an experimental listener. I listen to everything.
So you like,
and I like it.
So you like The Prisoner?
Yeah, it's I would listen to it. I would listen to it. So, The Hurting, I will rank it. I mean, it's their first album. I would rank it probably a B.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I
thought that you were gonna put it A, and I was gonna be like, I'm more of like a B kind of guy.
I think it's B. It's in the same level as Everybody Who Loves a Happy Ending. It's like, kind of like, it's good. You listen to it, but it's not something that I would listen to constantly. Like, kind of like Tomcats. If I could listen to Tomcats every day, I would. Like, that's an album that I would listen to every day.
Yeah.
Next album. Songs from the Big Chair. This is for many their greatest album.
This is their most known.
Their most known album and their greatest album.
To many people.
To many people. For me, their greatest album has not yet come out. It's one of those. It's one of the later ones. I'll talk about it later. But Songs from the Big Chair came out in 1985. It was not really what they wanted to do. It was kind of like the studio were forcing them to do stuff. So they were like, you know what? Let's just release this album, and it's more poppy than whatever they were doing before, which is like more new wave. This is still new wave, but it's more poppy.
It's more poppy.
Yeah, it's more like pop than.
Is poppy even a word? Like,
yes,
to describe
poppy.
Poppy
Music is a poppy song.
Well, I know poppy like a flower, but like
No. It's pop. The song, the album is pop. We got a whole bunch of songs. Shout. Everybody loves that. Everybody
wants to rule the world.
Loves a happy ending. Everybody wants to rule the world. The Working Hour. A lot of people talk about that. That's like their favorite song. I don't know. For me, that song is overrated. I don't know.
I mean, I like it.
I think it's moderately. Like, that song is good. That song is like.
The song is freaking lit, bro.
A lot of Tears for Fears fans are gonna freaking come after me right now, but like, I think that the Working Hour is kind of. It's a song. I think it's a song.
It's a song. Well, I think it's lit.
You guys are gonna love Teacher then. So
I have your support.
But my favorite song from the album, we gotta talk about it, is Shout. My first song is Shout. I know you're gonna be like, bro, that thing is so simplistic. It's like freaking like one word the whole song. It's freaking energetic as freak, bro. That's what I like about it.
It hypes you up, right?
I like the song because it hypes you up. It hypes you up. It gets you hyper. Gets you freaking hyped.
What's it called? Can I say my favorite song?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know. It's between Everybody Wants to Rule the World and Head Over Heels. I guess between one of those two. Well, it's one of those.
It's one of those two.
It's kind of like how you were with Tomcats.
With Tomcats, okay. Head Over Heels is also another song I forgot to say that got recognized. I can't even say the word.
That got recognized.
Got recognition. That's
Oh.
what I wanted to say. Recognition in the past. Last year. Right?
I think like last year.
Last year they started making memes with it and stuff on TikTok, so it blew up. The song blew up and became actually pretty up there, right? If you go right now into the Spotify, I think that's like the third song.
But even before that, it was still like one of their popular songs.
Okay. Yeah. Let me rank it.
This has got to be an S tier, like
S tier.
yes, yes.
S tier. This is the pinnacle of freaking Tears for Fears right here.
Yep.
This.
The peak.
The peak. I don't think I need to say anything else about it.
Everybody knows.
Everybody. The consensus is that it's one of the greatest albums. Next album. Seeds of Love. My opinion, that's the greatest album created by them. Besides the next album. But I think that this is their peak. This is where they are like the greatest. This album.
Yeah.
You got Woman in Chains. You got freaking Seeds of Love. Sowing the Seeds of Love. My personal favorite.
Advice for a Young Heart is your favorite?
No, that's not my favorite song.
Oh.
But Advice for a Young Heart.
That song is there.
That's a lit all song. We also got
Batman song.
I don't like Batman song. Unpopular opinion. I don't like Batman song. I don't know if it's unpopular at all. I don't know if there's people with me. Hey, if you're with me, let me know in the comments. But I like
The second half where it's like
the second half where it's like that long, kind of like if you're thinking about the Beatles side B of Abbey Road, where like all the songs are connected.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, where all the songs are kind of connected, and it kind of fits because this album came out in 1989 and the Beatles came out in 1969. So it kind of it's their last album together, kind of like the Beatles. You know,
it's not their last album together, but at that time it was.
Well, at that time it was when they stopped recording together. So, it's a pinnacle album. It's one of the greatest of all time, I think, in my opinion. It's heavily underrated. If you guys see this video, please check out Seeds of Love, because that album is really, really good.
Yeah.
and all the other songs that I've been talking about, all the other albums. Check these guys out. Actually, Tears for Fears.
Yeah,
check them out. They're actually pretty good.
Yeah. Your favorite song?
My favorite song is between "Sowing the Seeds of Love," "Woman in Chains," "Famous Last Words," and "Year of the Knife." It's one of those four, but I think seeds, "Sowing the Seeds of Love."
All right.
I'm gonna say "Sowing the Seeds
what's
of
called
Love."
for this one? I have a definitive answer, which is "Woman in Chains."
"Woman in Chains."
Yeah, it's emotional.
Completely agree. That song is the latest freak. It's the best produced. It's the best everything. Phil Collins, which we're gonna get to later, is in the song. Is in the "Woman in Chains" song, which he plays the
drums.
The drums. So yeah, you already know by how we've been praising this album.
It's gotta go S tier. Yep.
This is like a non-definitive S tier right here.
Like non-debatable.
Non-debatable. Yes, correct.
Yes. Next album.
Next album. Greatest of all time.
I mean, that's debate.
I'm gonna be freaking destroyed by the Tears for Fears fans, but I think it's greatest of all time. I'm an Elemental lover.
To me, this album is actually it's not my favorite, but it is like freaking lit as fuck.
It's up there. It's up there.
It's up there.
Bro,
it's like
Elemental.
It's like number 2 or number 3.
Elemental is the greatest starting song ever in an album. Is Elemental. Besides maybe Sgt. Pepper, if you count Sgt. Pepper as the starter, or Help.
Yeah, or Help.
Or Hard Day's Night. Bruh, there's so many songs that like start really good. But Elemental is one of those. Elemental is so freaking good. What else do we got? We got Cold. We got Break It Down Again. Mr. Pessimist. Dog's the Best Friend Dog. Fish Out of Water. What's that?
Fish Out of Water. Gas Giants.
Gas Giants.
Power.
Power.
Byron Wilson Said, and then Good Night Song.
Yeah, that's the last song. We literally named every single song. That's how much we like this album. We named every single song. My favorite song personally. Oh, we didn't talk about when this came out. This came out after they broke up. We didn't talk about that in 1989. They started working less and less together, and they kind of like separated. I don't know. There's still like a underlying like what happened. People don't know what the heck happened. But they kind of broke up and they went to do their own thing, and they were kind of still bitter, which you get in Fish Out of Water and Dog's the Best Friend Dog, which is kind of like a diss at the other bro. But yeah, but Elemental bro kind of like was like, okay, I'm gonna take the reins and I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. And in my opinion, one of his best work was in that.
Favorite song?
Elemental.
Favorite song?
Is between two songs. Elemental and Break It Down Again. Those two songs are freaking amazing. If I would listen to those back to back because of how good they are. Teacher, what's your favorite?
For this one, I also have a definitive, which is Break It Down Again. Like that's like the best.
Break It Down Again, yeah. They still play that live, so.
Yeah, that's good that they acknowledge this album.
At least they acknowledge, bro.
Because this album is freaking.
Yeah, it's freaking lit as fuck. You already know by the praise. I was just going on S tier.
It's S tier, yep.
Hold on. Did you say your favorite song for The Hurting? I don't think you did.
I forgot to do.
Okay, let's go. Break to The Hurting. All right. The Hurting. What's your favorite song?
Mad World.
Mad World. Okay. Let's go. All right, next song. Album. Yeah. Soul on Board. Good album. Underrated as freak. This is more underrated than I think.
Tomcats?
No, Tomcats is underrated.
Yeah, more underrated than Elemental?
Elemental.
Yeah.
Elemental, because Elemental's underrated, but Tomcats is way underrated. Not Tomcats. Soul on Board.
Yeah.
Soul on Board is way underrated. Came out in the same time. This is basically the competition of Bro. They both came out in 1993, which is Elemental came out in 1993, and then Soul on Board came out in 1993. Bro made this album, he says, to get out of the contract, because he was contracted to Mercury. and he was trying to get out of that. So he released this album. He says that it's trash. I disagree. I think that this album has some gold.
Wait, have you listened to this entire album?
Yeah, we listened to this entire album, right?
I don't remember if we did. You probably did.
I listened to it.
I don't. I haven't.
My favorite song, if I had to think. Now I don't remember the name. Because I remember the song, but I don't remember the name. What's the one that goes, I don't need no reason.
Beautiful to Me.
Beautiful to Me. There you go. You see, I had to freaking sing the song to remember. Beautiful to Me, for me, is the best song in the album. They also got
Soul on Board, the title
Soul
song.
on Board, the title song. They got oh dear God, I'm doing the best I can. How's the song go?
Calling Out.
They got Calling Out. Calling Out is the single, I think, of this album. Bro released it as a single. Calling Out is the best song in the album. But my personal favorite is Beautiful to Me. Tinder?
I think I agree with you on that. We both
You like Beautiful to Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Saying that, I think this is like a C. You know what? No. Let's put it in the same level as this. Because I get the same feeling with all these.
Yeah.
I was going to rank it C, but like, no. That's too harsh.
Yeah.
I think it's a B. I understand bro just made it to get rid of it, but like, there's still some good songs in there. There's a song called Call to Revolution. I don't like that song. That's the first song that I can say I don't like the song in the album.
Wait,
But,
what about The Prisoner? You didn't like that song? Oh wait,
I
Batman
did.
song.
I said that I like that. Batman song. My bad. So I don't like Batman song, but it still ranks up because of the other songs that propel it. That's why this didn't get C tier, because the other songs propel that one bad song. But bro has a whole bunch of good songs in the album. But yeah.
Bro should bring it back to Spotify. Same thing with Tomcat.
Yeah. This album is not on Spotify. This album is not on Spotify at all.
They should just
It's not
remaster
even,
it.
Thing. They should remaster it. Probably release it as like a collector's edition thing.
Yeah, with the two.
With Elemental or Tomcats.
No, it could be like the solo. So then it's Tomcats and Soul on Board like together.
Yeah. Wait, what about the other albums?
What do you mean the other album?
Freaking Halfway Pleased. We got
Curtis.
We got Mayfield.
I don't even know.
But yeah, that's my ranking. B. Let's go to the next album. We're just gonna go ahead and put this here because we don't know. And then the other things are repeated. So
Yeah, I don't know why, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Whoever made this.
Whoever made this tier list. Hold on. We're gonna call you out right now. Freaking insane. Looking at the Man. I think that's bro, right?
Well, whatever.
I don't know if that's bro.
Whoever made this.
You duplicated it.
Duplicated
But that's
it.
okay.
I don't know why.
That's okay. That's okay though. Okay. So now, we're talking about Saturine. Saturine is a compilation album of all their B-side songs and stuff like that.
From over the years.
I've bought the album recently and I listened to it. I was like, if you were to ask me a couple of months ago what I would think of it, I would put it at C or probably D because I don't like it. Now,
A. It goes up to A.
It goes up to A. It goes up to A because I don't know. This album's pretty good. This album, a lot of people don't really talk about this album, but it's got some good songs. There's some songs that are kind of trash, in my opinion. I don't like, but it's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good album. The songs that are good propel it to A.
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, it's like a compilation of like some of like the songs that nobody. I think at this point, like there were some songs that nobody's ever heard.
Yeah.
By that time.
Yeah. There were some songs.
And then eventually
released.
they would be released with like the
Ashes
edition.
Ashes to Ashes. I think is an example that was recorded like in '92, and didn't see the light of day until this album. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's good. That's
favorite
good.
song.
Favorite song. Always in the past. I don't know. Like that's the
Always
one.
in the
That's
Past.
the one that my mind always goes to.
Okay. I would say for me, it's between two songs. But I think I'm gonna lean more towards the other song, Lord of Karma. Lord of Karma, greatest song in the album. A lot of people will hate me, probably say, "No, C song is good," or, give me an example.
The Big Chair. Wait, no.
The Big Chair. Well, I'm gonna talk about the Big Chair for a second. The Big Chair, I like it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, it's like a little experimental, a little bit for my taste. I like it.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. Good. It has a groove. It's kind of weird, but it has a groove.
Yeah.
What's your first song?
I already told you my favorite song.
No, you were like, probably Always in the Past, but like
That's what I lean to. I told you that's where my mind always goes.
I didn't know. I thought you said, Lord of Karma. I mean, no.
I didn't say Lord of Karma.
No, I didn't say that you said Lord of Karma. I said, maybe, Always in the Past, but like, I don't know.
I didn't say I don't know. I said I lean to that. That's the one that my mind always goes to.
Then Always in the Past. Okay.
What's your favorite song, by the way?
Lord of Karma.
Oh yeah, right, sorry.
I said Lord of Karma. Come on, man. Come on. Let me stop.
Now we're both freaking dumb as freak.
Okay. Next album. Like to me, bro.
I don't know, but like I just.
All right. Next album. Raúl and the King of Spain. This album is freaking. What were we gonna say?
If underrated. If there was a textbook definition of underrated, the definition would be Raúl and the Kings of Spain.
This album is, I don't know why, but nobody talks about this album. Yeah, this album is great. This album is lit.
It's not up there with like Elemental, but like it's still like good.
Yeah, it's not up there with Elemental and Seeds of Love and Songs from the Big Chair, but it's up there. It's pretty good. Raúl, the title song, Raúl and the Kings of Spain is pretty good. God's Mistake is pretty good. I don't agree with the text, the lyrics of the song, but it's a banger.
Yeah, if you take out the meaning out of the song.
If you take out the meaning out of the song.
You just listen to it,
and you listen to it, it's pretty good.
You know, I wish more people would do that with music.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes there's music that doesn't make it because they don't agree with like.
Yeah, well, they don't agree with what they say, but like, just listen to music. Just listen to whatever you want.
Yeah, it doesn't matter like who they are. Or what.
So we have Raúl, we have God's Mistake, we have what's the other song? God's Mistake. We have Sketches of Pain, not Sketches of Spain, Sketches of Pain. Humdrum and Humble.
Secrets,
which is pretty good. Secrets comes before God's Mistake. It was probably one of the first songs, right?
Falling Down
is the second song.
But yeah,
Me and My Big Ideas. They brought back Alita from Woman in Chains. I forgot to talk about Alita.
Yeah, we talked about Phil Collins.
Yeah, we talked about Phil Collins. We forgot about the freaking star of Seeds of Love, which was Alita Adams, which they met during their tour in Songs from the Big Chair. When they were touring around Songs from the Big Chair, they met her. And they brought her along for Seeds of Love, which she did, what were the songs? She did Batman Song and Woman in Chains.
And then she came back for Raúl.
She came back for Raúl, and she did Me and My Big Ideas with Roland, which was pretty. When I was listening to the song, I was like, okay, I'm listening to the song, and I hear Me and My Big Ideas, and I was like, whoa. So, yeah, that was like a freaking reveal.
Like,
I was like, what? So that was lit. That she came back.
Yeah.
And of course, the interlude, which was the Los Reyes Católicos. Católicos. So, with all that said, my favorite song is God's Mistake. God's Mistake. I don't agree with the lyrics. I don't agree with the meaning of the song, but I like it.
Okay.
It's lit. I like the song.
I think I'm gonna sound generic, but the song that I like is the first song, Raul and the Kings of Spain.
Hey, that's the fan consensus.
Yeah.
Consensus. Like when they're talking about this album, they always put this.
And if they were to bring back a song from this album, which they never have, I hope that they bring that song back.
Tears, if you're listening to me, which you guys are probably not.
You're not gonna.
You are not gonna listen to JoJo. You don't even know who JoJo is. They're like, JoJo, who the freak is that? Bring back songs from the 90s, bro. From the thing. I know that you guys have Break It Down Again, but that's, in my opinion, that's not enough. You guys need to bring back
Raul.
Raul.
To me,
at least Raul.
Bring back just Raul.
At least Raul.
That's all you need to bring back. That's
all
we ask. That's all we ask.
That's all I gotta say about it. You said your favorite song was
Raul. Yeah.
And I said God's Mistake. With that, I'm gonna rank it at 8. You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. It's not at the same level as the top one, but it's there.
We're done. But it looks like this was made before the tipping point.
This was made before the tipping point.
So where would the tipping point go?
The tipping point for me would go in B.
It's like a B tier.
It's like
I
a B tier.
agree. I agree.
B tier album. It was them coming back.
It was their comeback.
Their comeback album.
They were touring already.
They were touring, but
between Everybody Loves Happy Ending and the tipping point, they were touring. They were always touring.
Yeah, they released a couple of singles, which were My Girls, right?
Yeah.
My Girls.
Ready to Start.
Ready to Start. And then what's the other song?
That one song. I love you.
But I'm lost. Yeah. So those were the songs, right?
Yeah, those were the songs.
Those were the songs. So the tipping point, I would rank it
B, right?
I would rank it B.
Okay, editor put the album at B.
On B. My favorite song from the tipping point is End of Night, or the title track, which is the tipping point.
Yeah, I agree with you. The tipping point is the best song.
The tipping point is the best song. The most emotional song. Hold on. We adding another category, the most emotional song. I would say, Please Be Happy is the most emotional song now.
Yeah, agreed.
Because if you guys don't know the history,
the lore,
look for it. I'm not gonna tell you it.
The lore.
The lore behind the song.
And looks like we're done. Yeah.
Yeah, we're done. But we still gotta get to one more dude.
Yeah, for the video. Alright, so I know you guys might be thinking, why is Teacher sitting in the main chair? Well, because now we're ranking Phil Collins singles.
Which is his favorite artist.
Yeah. I'm not gonna yap that much about the music because I don't know that much about the history and all that. I just listen to the music, I'm just
I'm more of the music aficionado here. Bro is more like a.
I'm more of the guy who just listens to the music just to listen to it, just to enjoy it. You know, I'm not really into it that how you were with Tears for Fears. That being said, wow, this freaking tier list so the words are so tiny. Okay, but I can tell a few of them.
We know them, right? Excuse me.
I think this one is.
That's the studio.
This one's the studio.
Yeah.
I say it's good, but it's not
the song.
Yeah, the song.
What would you rank Susudio?
I think I would rank it A, because
I think that song is lit.
You think it's an S tier or?
No, well, it's one of his most recognizable songs, but yeah,
I'm gonna put it at A because it's not it's not the most best one, but it's it's still good.
Yeah.
You Can't Hurry Love.
It's a cover.
Yeah, it's a cover.
Pretty good. I think I would rank it a B.
A B.
It's not at the level of Susudio. I don't know.
I'd rank it A because I don't know. I kind of like it.
All right, then rank it at A, bro.
But this is my tier list. Yeah. I decide what goes. This is Against All Odds.
That's an S tier song right
this
there.
Has to be S tier.
That's S tier.
Freaking lit.
That's freaking the latest song ever.
This right here, no question, is freaking S tier.
Yeah.
I think it's freaking.
That's your favorite song, right? Favorite song of all time.
Favorite song.
Hold on. We didn't say my favorite song of all time. For Tears for Fears.
Wait, what is your favorite song of all time?
pretty hard. Shout.
Shout? Okay, you heard it here.
I'm a shout guy. I'm a shout guy. You guys are probably gonna be like, what a simpleton.
What a simpleton. You should like...
you should like the most complicated song ever.
No, you should like the most underrated, like the most unknown song ever. A demo.
The most
You should... An underground demo from like... that was found in the
This is what we're gonna do.
This is what we're gonna do.
This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. Shout is my all-time favorite. But Break It Down Again and Elemental are there. With like being the top best.
That's basically like your top 3, basically.
Yeah, top 3 are those 3 songs.
Okay. That's good.
Okay. Oh, you tapped me?
Both Sides of the Story.
S tier.
Yeah,
S tier.
Freaking lit off song.
The message is it's talking about what's the message again?
The message is that you should listen to both sides of the story.
Yes,
like,
you should always listen to both sides. Yeah. You can't just be like, "Oh, bro, is this? Bro, is this?" You gotta listen to bro's perspective because you see something by somebody. Somebody tells you something, and then somebody else tells you something different. You get me?
Yeah.
It's not.
You shouldn't assume.
You shouldn't assume. Yeah. It should be what you come to your own conclusions.
Which one's this one again?
This one's what's the song? So you leave me. No, that's not the song.
Wait, hold on.
No, hold on. I can't stop loving you. That's what it
to
is.
me, this is like
I think it's an A tier.
You think this is an A tier? No, to me,
I don't think it's at the same level as the other songs.
I don't know, bro. I think it's an S tier.
Okay, then put it S tier, bro. This is your tier. You said this is your
you're right. You're right.
This is my tier list.
You're right.
So
it is my tier list. Which one's this one again? Like I can't like read it.
That one is what's the one where all of a sudden he's sitting by himself in the piano in the music video?
Every day? No, this is not. One more night.
That's One More Night.
No, this is One More Night.
Then what the frick is that? Zoom that thing in. Hold up. Editor or teacher, right now at this very second, zoom that thing in. What does that say?
Don't lose my number.
Don't lose my number. Yes.
Okay.
Nah, baby, don't you lose my number.
Don't lose my number. I think is either a B or an A. You know what? B. B's.
I noticed something.
What?
You haven't been saying next song. And then we put like the. It doesn't matter. We'll start doing it now. Right?
No, hell no.
Because we're just gonna speed through.
Yeah, because we're just speeding through it. I'm not going in like,
all right. My fault, G. All right. Go.
Okay. Every day is in like an A tier. Is it an A tier?
Every day I say I try.
What would you say?
I'll say an S tier.
You say an S tier?
I actually feel the same way about. No, you know what? Yes.
Yeah, A tier.
A tier
is what I.
Going back, that song is emotional as freak.
Yeah, I say either A or B. You know what? A.
A.
Because it's emotional as freak.
A. The emotional aspect of it is what brings it up.
Yeah. Because
One More Night, I'd say a C, bro.
You don't like
it's
One More Night?
It's repetitive, bro. It's repetitive.
But then you're slow as freak. And then your favorite.
And then my favorite song is Shout.
Bro, Jitter, like.
But there's some songs that like the repetitiveness doesn't work. And for me, One More Night, I don't know. I'm not feeling One More Night.
I'm gonna put it at B. Because I do not agree with that. Put it at C.
Well, hold up. But you agree to put it at A.
I agree. I knew that it was gonna be A. I wasn't saying.
Hold up. You were gonna put an A, and then I was gonna put a C. So then you put a B.
You know what? Yeah.
That's best of both worlds. But both worlds?
Both
worlds.
Freak happened.
Okay. Groovy Kind of Love. That's a C. That is just a C.
You know what?
It's simple, bro. It's like the song is like I don't know, bro.
Oh, it's simple, and then your favorite song is freaking Shout.
We're gonna keep talking about Shout. All right, come on. Next song.
Okay, In the Air Tonight.
S.
Editor, play the fill.
Hopefully we don't get copyrighted.
Okay. There it is. Easy Lover, S tier. That is an S tier right there.
Yep.
Strangers Like Me.
Strangers Like Me, S tier.
But Phil Collins freaking cooked in freaking Tarzan. You guys can agree. You guys can agree.
Freaking the South Park jits don't like that, but hey, he cooked. I personally think he cooked.
Yeah, he freaking made a freaking 5-course meal. That's freaking. Oh my lord.
All right.
Take Me Home. That's like a. I don't know if it's an S or an A. You know what? A.
I don't like Take Me Home. I think it's a C. There's so many songs that I would put at C right now. Why?
Okay.
You look at me. All right.
Okay. This is True Colors, right?
True Colors. A or S? Because it's actually a pretty good cover of the Cyndi Lauper version. Were you about to put it at B?
You know what? A.
Hold on. You think the song is mid?
I don't think the song is mid.
Well, you were about to put it at B.
Yeah, I was about to put it at B because it's good, but it's not like on fire. Like it's not.
Okay. What's the next song?
You know what? B. Is this Two Hearts? Oh,
I think that is Two Hearts. That's Two Hearts. That's Two Hearts.
It's Two Hearts. Okay. I should
never. You didn't have to zoom in. Come
on. Yeah. Two Hearts goes.
B.
I think it's B. It's a B tier song. Two Worlds. Again.
S.
Again.
He
cooked.
And this is You Be
which is like
my heart.
No decision. S. That's it. That's the tier.
That's the ranking.
That's the Phil Collins.
You were about to say Tears for Fears, but that's a ranking.
Yeah, that's the Phil Collins ranking. What do you guys think? You guys agree? You guys like it? What do you think, Jordan?
There's some that I would change around, but
bro,
I think it's pretty good.
Bro, we agreed with the Tears for Fears one. And this one you have a problem with?
Bro, I think it's pretty good. You think this is good? You know what? I'm gonna say it's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say this is good. This is kind of like the Tears for Fears one. There's no bad songs.
No, bro doesn't have any bad songs.
Exactly.
In my opinion, bro doesn't have any bad songs except Tomorrow Never Knows. That was trash. From the
especially you, since you're like a Beatles fan. Like it broke your heart.
Speaking of the Beatles, should we do the Beatles?
I mean, this was pretty fast.
The GOATs. The greatest of all time.
Yes.
The kings of music.
Yes.
The greats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what other words to describe them.
You know what's a good word to describe them? The Beatles.
The Beatles, yes. So we're going to be talking about the Beatles. I'm not going to go in depth. I could go in depth like I did with the Tears for Fears. But if we go in depth, especially with the Beatles, which I consider myself a Beatles historian, we're going to be here till tomorrow. Not even till tomorrow. Till next year, which is in a couple days. But
you could do like a brief explanation.
I'll do a brief explanation. How about that?
Yeah, because I didn't do any explanation for anything.
I'm going to put these albums in order because right here they're like all over the place. Let me put them in order real quick.
Well, looks like we ordered them.
Please me. I actually own this album. I don't know if I can...
it's like over there.
Oh, it's over here. It's over here in the album box.
But it's gonna take you 500.
Yeah, it's going to take me 500 years to get the album out of the freaking box. I'll probably do an album showcase video where I should showcase all my albums and stuff like that, but we're not going to get into that. I have more CDs, yeah, and CDs. I have more CDs than vinyls, but I started on vinyls, then I kind of upgraded to CDs. Please me. This is gonna kill a lot of people. I think it's a C album. Compared to their other work, I think it's a C. I know that you're ready to freaking attack me right now. What do you think?
I think I should go on D. No, I'm kidding. Not D. I actually agree with that. Like, it's not their strongest.
It's not their strongest album, but it was their best album when it came out, which was
it was their best album because it was their only album.
It was their only album that came out. They had Love Me Do, Please Me. They had I Saw Her Standing There.
It does have a whole bunch of like iconic
all the iconic songs
are songs in like history of music.
Yeah,
the album has.
Yeah,
but
that was their first. It was their first. But for being their first album, no, you know what? No.
You know what? Yeah,
we ranking it up, bro. Because for being their first album, they did a pretty good shot. Pretty good shot. Pretty good job.
Pretty good job.
I'm over here like freaking fumbling over my words.
Right, okay. You're like so like.
I'm a nerd. I love the Beatles.
Next album?
Next album. With the Beatles. Underrated, but for a good cause. I think it's in the same level as...
I don't know. I feel like it's a little worse.
You think it's worse? Bro, I got some good ass songs. All My Loving.
Bro, the Beatles fans.
It won't be long.
Bro, the Beatles fans are gonna execute me, bro.
Bruh. Just like how the Tears for Fears fans were gonna execute me, the Beatles fans are gonna execute you, bro. I think that all the songs are S tier. I mean, not all the songs. All the albums are S tier. But since we're for the sake of the tier list, we gotta rank them. I think that With the Beatles is a perfect B. It's in the same level as the first album. This is like their second album, so it's kind of like the same groove, the same feeling you would feel listening to the first album. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, we didn't say our favorite songs from the albums. My favorite song from the first one is probably I Saw Her Standing There or...
Twist and Shout?
No, not Twist and Shout. I Saw Her Standing There or... not P.S. I Love You. What's the other song? I'm the kind of guy...
Well, that song.
Who never...
Misery.
Misery is my favorite song from the first album. The second album, my favorite song... What is my favorite song from the album? Dang, we over here thinking. This tier list got me thinking, bro. Got me freaking. Yeah, my brain needs working.
Yeah.
What do you think, teacher? What's your favorite song from this album? How about that?
From what? With the Beatles?
With the Beatles.
Well, I didn't even say one for Please Please Me.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Please Please Me.
Okay. Okay. Please Please Me is a pretty good song. What about With the Beatles? Actually, I think Don't Bother Me is my favorite. Don't Bother Me.
I don't even know what my favorite song with the Beatles is. Like, that's not like an album I'm very fond of. Remember what I said.
So you don't have any songs that you like? So you would rate it a D if you could.
No, I would rate it a C because it's not like garbage, but it's.
So what if this was at C? You would rate it a D?
Maybe.
I think that this is how we're gonna do this.
We're gonna do that?
Yes.
Bro, you're not even gonna give Please Please Me a chance?
No. Actually, you know what? Yes, freak it. Because I know that there's not gonna be now one album we're gonna put at D.
Yeah, because they're all good.
Exactly. Next album, Hard Day's Night. This is when they became the Beatles. Yeah. In my opinion, this is the pinnacle of they are the Beatles.
Yeah, that's when
they are the Beatles.
They established themselves as
yes.
the Beatles.
This is what got them success, in my opinion. Although we had Love Me Do and stuff like that got them success in it. This is what got them the real, like... Yeah. This was the height of Beatlemania, I think.
Yeah.
Hard Day's Night. Favorite song? You Can't Do That. That's my favorite song. Especially for me, my favorite part is the solo.
Favorite song, I think, is between A Hard Day's Night and I Love Her. You know what? A Hard Day's Night.
Hard Day's Night. Great album opener. I was talking about album openers with Tears for Fears. This is a great album opener right here.
Yeah.
Next album, Beatles for Sale.
You also have that on vinyl.
I don't know if you agree with me.
I'd say like S tier. I mean, not S tier. A tier or B tier.
You say it's in the same level as
Hard Day's Night. Yeah, like it's still like the pinnacle.
I think that this is an S tier album. I love every single song in there, except do I have one song that I don't like? Everybody's gonna be my baby. Everybody wants to be my baby. That song, I don't like it.
George Harrison's slander will not be tolerated.
That song is not even George Harrison's song. That's a freaking
really?
Cover.
Oh,
that's a cover?
I forgot.
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
That song is a cover.
I forgot that like majority of the songs they did were covers.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
The first couple albums, they were covers. The last album that they did a cover in was Help, which we're gonna get to right now. And then after that, it's just OG songs, all original songs.
But yeah, next album.
God dang, we're gonna get into it. Oh, wait, we didn't even say what our favorite song.
Oh, freak! I forgot.
What? Bro's already trying to finish this. In my opinion, my favorite song is what's the song that's the
party?
The party. I don't want to spoil the party. That's my favorite song of the album. What about you?
8 days a week.
8 days a week. I respect it. That's like probably their most popular song, and the thing, No Reply was also in this.
Yeah.
Pretty good
but
song.
I know deep down you're seething. You were hoping.
No, I am not seething.
That I would have picked
not
Spoil the Party.
No.
And get a 2.
No. Okay.
Next album.
Next album.
Help. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
This is, for me, it was my favorite album for a long time, and it kind of still is my favorite album. There's still like other albums I'll put above it, but I think that Help is a good S tier. I think that's a good thing. What do you think?
What's your favorite song? See, I didn't forget this time.
Probably Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride, or I'm trying to think of like other songs from the album.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna say right now while you think Ticket to Ride is my favorite.
Ticket to Ride. You don't like Help?
Yeah, I do, but it's not my favorite.
Not your favorite?
But it's not my favorite.
I'm between Help and Ticket to Ride. One of those two. Yesterday is in this album. We bruh. I'm looking so super duper bad as a freaking Beatles historian right here. But yeah, Yesterday's in this album, so you're gonna change it to Yesterday?
No, Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride? Well,
you should change it to Yesterday. Cause
no,
that's what everybody knows.
No. You should be whatever you want to be.
I don't know. Like you were insistent on me changing.
No. I was just saying, like, hey, you probably didn't know that song was there, so you know.
You're acting like I.
So yeah,
okay,
for me, it's between Help and Ticket to Ride. You know what? Let's go Help. Let's be different. I like Help.
You like Help?
Yeah. You like Ticket to Ride? All right.
Can I have one that we can like together? Okay.
What's one that you like that I like?
Ticket to Ride?
Well, I like Ticket to Ride also, yeah.
Yeah, but you said Help was your favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite. Hold on. We did have a favorite. Didn't we say
Hard Day's Night?
No, Hard Day's Night. I didn't say Hard Day's Night. I said what's it called? For Hard Day's Night, I said dang.
Oh, you said
can't do that.
And I said A Hard Day's Night.
Yeah. And then with the Beatles, you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And then for I Saw Her Standing There, you said please me.
Yeah. You said I saw her standing there like the album.
Oh, it's because the song is in the front. Please me. You didn't say it. You didn't.
Yeah.
You said please me.
Yeah.
Look at this. I'm already rambling and stuff. Next album. I believe that this is one of the greatest albums of all time. I think that, you know what? I don't even have to think about it. S tier. This album is an S tier album.
I'd agree.
You agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got.
This is already when the Beatles were starting to get like freaking.
This is psychedelic Beatles right here.
No, this is when they locked in.
This is when they locked in because if you guys don't know, Teeter doesn't like early Beatles. He hates early Beatles. He doesn't like the demo recordings. He doesn't like the Hamburg Days recordings. He doesn't like the Anthology 1. Don't even talk about Anthology. No, not even Anthology 1. Live at the BBC. Don't even talk about that. Because bro is number one hater of that. Bro does not like that.
Bro, Beatles fans are going to burn me to the stake, bro.
He hates Live at the BBC. I actually like it. There's some songs that are trash.
Would you put Live at the BBC above one of these albums?
I would put it Live at the BBC like an A or a B.
I would put it at not even D. Like I would just not even put it on the list at all. Like
God dang. Bruh. And then he was talking about me and freaking Phil Collins. Look at bro. Favorite song. Favorite song for Rubber Soul.
Freak. Trying to think of the songs. Drive My Car. I don't know. That's the first one that I thought of. Only because
I'm gonna say.
Oh, I'm thinking of the songs.
You Won't See Me.
In My Life.
That's the
song. That's the song that I freaking
for me
like.
Is You Won't See Me, or what's the George Harrison song again? If I Needed Someone.
Is one of those two?
One of those two or Norwegian Wood. I'm gonna say Norwegian Wood, but one of those is like I can interchange it and say, oh, this is my favorite song, and then tomorrow I say this is my favorite song. Like
it's a song that it's an album that just.
It's changes. An album that changes my favorite song because it's so good. Every single song is good. So yeah, Rubber Soul. The other day was What Goes On. What Goes On, the harmony. Oh my god. Editor, if you can play the freaking harmony, bro, that thing is so freaking beautiful. What goes on in your heart? Okay.
Next album.
This is when teacher says that this is them at their peak. This is like greatest of all time.
Well, this is all time. This is that they got to their greatest of all time. Because
you agree?
I don't know. I feel like Revolver is more of an A for me.
An A. A lot of people would say S.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people would say S. But well, what do you think?
I'm gonna put it down because you said it. You say it. This is when they started going crazy. My favorite song. I'm already gonna say my favorite song. I'm Only Sleeping. That's my favorite song of the album. Especially when that reverse guitar comes in. I tried to do that with one of my songs recently.
Yeah.
Which I don't know when I'm gonna release. So stay tuned, guys. You guys might get something. I don't know, next year maybe. But I tried to do like a reverse guitar thing. I was like, oh, like that's like this song inspired me to do some stuff. What do you think, TJ?
It might have to be between.
I'm Only Sleeping and Dr. Robert. Those are like for me.
Might have to be between. I wasn't alone. Got to Get You Into My Life. Good Day Sunshine. Or
Good Day Sunshine too. Those three.
Or Tomorrow Never Knows.
Tomorrow Never Knows, bro. Four.
Bro, there's so many good songs.
Bro, all the songs are good.
Taxman?
Bro, Taxman, bro. Oh, my Lord. All of them are my favorite. Just every day is something different.
I think you should just put it on S tier at this point.
Bro. And then you were talking about some, I think it's A tier. Nah.
I still think it's A tier, but I know that you like this album a lot, so put it on S tier. Keep it on S tier.
It has so many good songs.
Keep it on S tier because I know you like this album.
Next album.
Sgt. Pepper.
I'm gonna get shot in the comments.
But I'm talking about me getting burned at the stake. You're gonna get burned with me.
Right? I personally, I'm kind of with Sgt. Pepper. I don't really
Sgt.
identify
Pepper is
with
like their most iconic album.
A lot of people would be like, "This is S tier. This is the greatest album of all time. The greatest cover,
how about
greatest
we put
everything."
agreement? How about we put it at A tier?
I think it's
A tier because is good, but it's not.
This is when they started experimenting. When they started, this is psychedelic. This album is psychedelic,
which is why a lot of people like it.
Yeah,
because it was different.
Strawberry Fields is not in that, right? Or Penny Lane.
No, that's Magical Mystery
Tour. That's Magical Mystery Tour, which we'll get to. What are the songs that this album has?
Sgt. Pepper, obviously.
Sgt. Pepper, With a Little Help from My Friends.
Lucy
in the Sky with Diamonds. I think that's my favorite song.
Me too.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Yeah, we could both. You see?
Talking about some, we're not going to agree with anything. There you go, bro.
I didn't say we weren't going to agree and everything. I said we haven't agreed on anything up until Help.
Bruh, Sgt. Pepper deserves to be an S because we finally agreed on something, bro. It finally got us to freaking agree on something. But for me, I think it's an A tier. I don't think it's the greatest of all time. It did sell a lot, and it probably deserves S tier. But in my opinion, I'm not a really big fan of that. I don't know. What do you think?
It's not your type of thing.
Yeah, it's not my type of thing. I don't know.
I like it. I like that they changed. It was like it was good. Like it was like a good evolution. Like I think that it was great that they changed because like they couldn't do the same thing that they've been doing.
Yeah,
before.
They had to change. Which they did, which is changed in Revolver. Revolver, they kind of switched it.
Yeah, Revolver was a transition period.
Yes, Revolver was like the transition to.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite song? Oh, you said it.
We made the agreement and everything.
I was trying to make a transition. Okay. What we are gonna do is transition to the next album. Magical Mystery Tour. A lot of people would be like, this album's kind of trash. I actually don't like the album. It has a lot of songs that are like, it doesn't make sense. Freak you. I don't give a creep. Creep? I don't give a creep. I don't give a crap. That album is an S. A lot of songs propel this to be an S. my favorite song. I'm gonna say my favorite song already. The title track, Magical Mystery Tour.
I'm more of an I'm the Walrus kind of guy.
I like I Am the Walrus too. We got All You Need Is Love.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna change it. All You Need Is Love. All You Need Is Love. I forgot that I listened to this.
Bruh, there's some songs that people don't even know about, like Baby You're a Rich Man. Baby You're a Rich Man is in there.
Your Mother Should Know.
Your Mother Should Know. Strawberry Fields, Penny Lane.
Those two, everybody knows.
Everybody knows those.
You can go to
Actually, you know what? For me, it's between Strawberry Fields and
Bro, you can go to
Magical Mystery.
You can go to like an island where nobody has touched, where there's no civilization and there's only tribes, and they will tell you that Penny Lane and
Strawberry Fields
were on Magical Mystery Tour.
I don't know about that, but yes. For me, it's between Magical Mystery Tour and Strawberry Fields. What do you think? Oh, you said All You Need Is Love. Do you have any other songs that maybe like are contenders?
I mean, I already said I'm the Walrus, but that's only because I forgot that All You Need Is Love was in it.
Okay. Next album.
We're going already to the next album. God dang, we didn't even let Magical Mystery Tour marinate.
Hold on. Let's let it marinate then. What are we gonna talk about Magical Mystery Tour about? About Magical Mystery Tour, about Magical Mystery Tour, about Magical Mystery Tour.
You know what? Freak it. Next album.
You heard it from the beast's mouth. Next album, the White Album, probably regarded as one of their greatest accomplishments ever.
Their longest album.
And their longest album. This is was it the first double album? I don't know if this was the first double album, but this was a double album.
It was so long that
they had to put two freaking albums, two different discs in there. It was probably, this is the equivalent of two albums, because we got side A, side B, and then side C, side D. And in a CD you just get two discs, so the first disc and then the second.
So there's a lot of ground to cover.
There's a lot of ground to cover. We can divide it into the first half of the album and the second half. And then say our favorite songs from those.
Well, I was gonna say one.
Okay, we can do like a complete thing.
The thing is, I don't know what. Like, there's so many. Like, it's just like
Rocky Raccoon. Me and One Way got a thing with Rocky Raccoon. We have history with that, so I know that his favorite song from this album would probably be Rocky Raccoon, because that song goes hard.
Yeah, but he's not here. Right?
Shout out to One Way. But what do you think?
Mine? I don't know, bro. Like, it's not like a With the Beatles thing where like I don't have a favorite. It's more so that like
there's so many songs.
There's so many songs that I don't even know like which one.
That's what I'm saying. Let's divide it into two.
Okay.
Two sides.
Fine. Two.
Okay.
First
I'm gonna search. I'm gonna look for the songs.
Yeah, because it's just too much.
I'm gonna look for the songs, and then I think you should tell me that they're.
White album.
Here it is. Disc 1, and then disc 2. Oh, disc 1 and disc 2 are the same. All right, then we'll just do one half and then the other half. How about that?
Okay, yeah.
So the first half we have these songs.
While My Guitar Gently Weeps. I forgot that song exists.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the worst song in this album is freaking Wild Honey Pie and Revolution 9.
What are you talking about? Revolution 9 is such a...
Revolution 9 is booty. Is booty. But then I praised The Big Chair, which is similar.
Actually, The Big Chair is...
The Big Chair is calmer.
The Big Chair is an actual song.
The Big Chair has rhythm. This doesn't have rhythm. This is freaking...
Revolution 9 is just sound.
Yes, it's a collage of sounds and stuff like that, which Big Chair is, but it has rhythm.
It has rhythm and actual instrumentation and everything.
Actual
but Revolution 9 does not have
nothing. This doesn't have nothing. I would say my favorite song from the first disc.
While My Guitar Gently Weeps. I'm going to say that right now.
Rocket Raccoon is in the first one. I thought it was going to be inside B.
So Rocket Raccoon is yours?
Blackbird. Happiness is a Warm Gun. That's my favorite song.
I'm going to say While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Happiness is a Warm Gun. Side B.
The thing about side B is that, like, I don't know. I'm not, like...
You're not feeling none of these?
I'm not feeling none of these.
So then we do one.
Yeah, While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
For me, the second side we can do Sexy Sadie. I don't know.
Sexy Sadie. I don't know.
Or You're Blue.
Okay, that being said, where does the White Album go?
You said there's so many songs to the side, so there's so many songs. I think it's better.
It's more of an A tier.
You think it's is equivalent to Sgt. Pepper?
Yeah.
I think it's the same. I think it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next album.
Next album. Okay. So are we gonna count the one this one with the soundtrack, or we're gonna do the one where it's like the songs? You know what I'm talking about? The one that's blue.
Oh, the blue. Well, it's not the blue one. It's the actual album.
It's the actual album, which comes with the soundtrack. So we're gonna rank it based on just the first side. And let me search it up because I don't remember what the songs are. Of course, Yellow Submarine is in it.
Yeah, but guys, we have to talk about the second half.
The second half is literally just soundtracks. The first half is songs. That's why I said let's do the blue one. Let's do the blue one that has a whole bunch of songs.
Hey Bulldog.
Is Hey Bulldog here? Hey Bulldog is my favorite song.
Okay, Hey Bulldog, there it is.
Hey Bulldog.
Actually, I'm gonna be an advocate here. It's All Too Much.
All Too Much.
You're
gonna freak me up, bro. Hey Bulldog and All Too Much.
You're more fond of Hey Bulldog. I know that.
I love Hey Bulldog. The opening line. I know you're
more fond of that. I'm more fond of It's All Too Much.
It's All Too Much. I like it also, but
which one do you like?
I like Hey Bulldog more.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you see.
I like those are the top two songs in the album for me. But I like Hey Bulldog more. Yeah. With that, there's barely any songs that we can listen to. Well, we could listen to the soundtrack, but we ain't gonna listen to the soundtrack. We're gonna listen to the actual songs, and I think it's the equivalent of
with the Beatles.
You know, for you it's the same thing, but like for me, I would rank it a C. Next album.
But there's a definition to iconic is Abbey Road.
Abbey Road. I would say S tier.
You say S tier?
S tier.
I think I agree, yeah.
S tier. It's one of the greatest albums of all time. I know that Sgt. Pepper is the greatest album of all time, but I think Abbey Road beats it.
Yeah.
It has more songs, and the songs are kind of grungier, if you can say that word.
It's like
more grounded, more moody, more
yeah, like this.
Swampy. Swampy is a word.
Swampy is the word.
So let me search up Abbey Road.
Okay, before anything, I'm gonna say Here Comes the Sun. Oh, Here Comes the Sun is actually overrated, teacher. I don't know what the freak you're talking about.
Hold up. I'm looking at the songs.
I know that you're gonna say that. Watch.
I think all these songs are good.
Come Together, something, you know. You have a whole bunch of choices.
I Want You.
I Want You.
She's So Heavy.
That's yours?
That's my favorite song of the album. Iconic album. A lot of people.
Iconic cover.
Iconic cover, yes. A lot of people go to Liverpool specifically to recreate.
This is in Liverpool, right? Abbey Road?
Yes. No, this is not Liverpool. This is in Abbey Road.
Yeah, Abbey Road.
Abbey Road Studios. In London, I think.
Yeah.
I said Liverpool, but no. People go to Liverpool to the Cavern Club.
And the Beatles statue.
Yeah. And Strawberry Fields.
Yeah.
And Penny Lane.
Yeah.
But
people also pull up to Abbey Road.
They go to London Abbey Road
because that's where
they recreate the cover. One day I would like to go, probably recreate the cover myself. But until then, next album.
We have come to the end.
The finale, the grand finale. This was released after they broke up.
Yep.
Paul was the only one there to pick up the freaking Grammy when they freaking
won it.
When they won the Grammy.
Yeah, because they were like butting heads. They were all against each other. It was
Didn't they win an Oscar for best soundtrack or something like that?
I don't even remember.
I think they won an Oscar for best soundtrack, and Paul was the only one who picked it up. It was that or either the Grammy. I don't know. It probably was Grammy. This is not. I don't know if this is Oscar worthy or not. Let It Be. Do you agree? I think I would do this.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that.
I would put it higher than these two ones because half of the songs are them jamming. The worst song, in my opinion, in the album, Dig It. And it's not because the song is trash. It's because they freaking cut that ish. So in the album version, you just hear a little bit of the song.
It's like a snippet.
It's a snippet of the song, which they re-released in the Super Deluxe edition of this album, which they added more stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They added the full Dig It. But I think that's the weakest song in the album.
I thought you were gonna say Let It Be because it's the most overrated. It's the one that
I think Let It Be is overrated. Hate me, Beatle fans, but I think that Let It Be is overrated. I'm one of those guys.
Yeah, burn him in the stake.
No, do not burn me. But Let It Be, I think is pretty mid in my opinion. I don't know. I'm not a
the album or the song.
Both, in my opinion. Oh. They're both pretty mid.
That being said, what is your favorite song? Let's talk about your favorite.
I Got a Feeling.
You say you got a feeling?
I got a feeling, and I really got emotional because I saw a recent live performance that Paul did. It was when the Let It Be documentary came out, Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
Which I own. I have the DVD of it.
The DVD. Yeah. We cannot buy this post.
Yeah. I saw it, and bro's doing the part, and then when John comes in, he turns around and John's singing like on the screen. That was pretty emotional. That was pretty good.
Did you cry?
No, I did not cry.
Okay.
But I got emotional. I got teary-eyed.
Okay. For me, Let It Be, it has to be. I think it might have to be Across the Universe. I don't know.
Across the Universe is actually pretty good too. So I would say Across the Universe and I Got a Feeling. Get Back, not this version. The single version.
Yeah, the single one.
But
that was
I still say Get Back. Get Back. Get Back. Get Back.
Well, Don't Let Me Down is in this.
No, Don't Let Me Down is not in this. That's my all-time favorite. My all-time favorite song from the Beatles is Don't Let Me Down.
It's funny how the first and the last album are together on the B tier. That's kind of
That's kind of poetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
You were talking about.
Oh yeah, I said the Let It Be documentary is actually the Get Back documentary. It's actually called Get Back.
You said Let It Be.
I said Let It Be.
Let It Be is the original.
Let It Be is the OG movie,
yeah.
But then we have the Get Back documentary. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's the final.
That's the final tier list. If you guys disagree, let me know in the comments.
Not only is this the final tier list of the Beatles, but this is also the final tier list of the video, right?
Yeah, the video. This is the finale. What we're gonna do is, in the comments of each of the tier lists, rank them. Tell me what you guys think of the Tears for Fears list, the Phil Collins list, and the Beatles list. Like, do your own thing and be like, well, I disagree. I think that this one is actually better. Blah 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 blah. Do it.
And
if you haven't heard these artists, what are you doing?
You have to at least heard the Beatles.
The Beatles is the one that you're like, oh, I've heard that song before. I heard them before. The freak is happening in the background? The freak is that? Okay, we're not gonna worry about that. Let me hit that. Let me hit that X real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't heard these artists, check them out. They're actually pretty good. They actually make pretty good music. If you don't like their music, then you don't like their music. I don't know what to say. I try to recommend them to you. You guys didn't check them out. You guys did check them out, but you guys didn't like it. Okay, that's all right. But yeah, with that, we come to the end. Teacher, is there anything you'd like to warn the audience about or talk to them about? I don't know.
Warn. Yeah, if you like this tier list and want us to see more tier lists, maybe we can rank other things, like maybe games. Or
maybe, games.
Games, movies.
Maybe consoles.
Yeah.
That probably might be the next thing. Yeah. I was thinking that maybe the next thing
movies,
would be the games, or movies, yep.
Or shows, whatever. You guys can suggest it if you'd like. Or if not, anticipate the next episode of
Bros Play.
Yeah.
Or me playing something, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe playing one of the games that you're playing, like Arkham Asylum or
Prince of Persia,
GTA 4.
Fallout.
Stay
tuned for that. That's coming out. I don't know when, but it's coming out. Yeah. So stay tuned for that.
Never know, it might come out next year.
Yeah. Maybe that would be the next playthrough for next year. But with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.
Wait, you didn't tell the editor to start playing music?
Oh, well, editor's already playing music. He doesn't even need to wait for me.
Yeah, you don't need to tell him nothing.
Yeah, I don't need to tell him.
Editor has free will.
Editor is freaking. Me and editor are connected. He knows when to freaking play the music and when not to play the music.
Editor has free will. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said,
God bless.
Peace.